Hello, I'm Paul Murphy. Thank you so much for coming along to this video. I'm always wary about doing the same introduction on each one of these when I'm doing a theme of them. So very briefly, this is the second in a series of videos of where I recently rediscovered four box files of songbooks and handwritten lyrics and long lost lyrics, really long lost, 3 decades. And I'm trying to make video diaries of them, just me reciting them, because I'm running out of time to either get them anthologized in a book or to put music to them and turn them into song videos. So I'm in this series of videos, and this is number 2. So whatever number you see in the title bar, there's one behind it and several more perhaps to come in front of it if you wish to run through. And so I'm just literally going through them, taking them as they come, reading them out. Some of them are unfinished, but just so that there is a record of them, so that they exist out there. And if no one else ever gets to listen to these, my beautiful children will. And so, hi Dylan and Emily. This is what Daddy was doing. There's no date on these, but this is about June 1989. We're up to now. There's going to be a 5-second gap in between each one, so I can put a timestamp in. The only other thing I should say is that amongst my long-time viewers and regular viewers, they run into 2 schools when I do this. So there's one school that says, love the video, but please, you keep going off on tangents and stuff, you just do the poetry run through. And then there's another school, if I do that, that says, love the video, but why no background details on them? We like to hear the backstories of the songs, and we like it when you go off and stuff. So these videos, I'm going to be going off on tangents. So if you're one of those people that just want the poetry and the prose, well, it'll have timestamps in, so you can you can skip the in-between bits, or once I've got these out the way, that's an awful thing to say, I don't mean that in a derogatory way, if the fates grant me time, I will come back and then just do them as straightforward readings. The toss of the coin came down on the fact that I will never get to tell my children about my songs, and so I have to prioritise, and so I'm going to be making videos at the moment where I'm talking about them, just so when they grow up they can, if they're interested at all, and I hope you are, and I hope you did well at college or whatever you're doing now, guys, then like I said, boy, didn't Daddy ever go off a tangent. Okay, so back to 1989. What is it today? 30th of April 2023. Flown by. This is why I say, don't waste a second of your time, please, people. Whatever you're doing today, well, if you're here, if you're listening to me, but do something else. Just have me on in the background if you want to listen to these. Don't waste your time looking at me. Go and, read a book, listen to me with your ears, or make dinner or something. More importantly, if you've got children, hug them. If they're 4, 14, 40 or 400, hug your children every chance you get. Okay, right, let's get started. So, new path shining. I hear you've had a run of bad luck, girl, but it looks like you're gonna get a break. I hear you've gone a long way with no friends, girl. Had a chain of sorrow that you could not shake. So many people left you feeling busted, girl. It's academic if they were right or wrong. Now there's a new path shining in the sun. Take a shot and take a ride along. You've been too low to go any further, girl. You've got a name, but just leave it behind. There's nothing that means that much anyway. Get back out and see what you can find. it's obviously an unfinished piece, because then it says, you say it's unclear how often, you say it's unclear how you often came near. I may have been leading into a chorus there, I don't know. This is what I'm reading, by the way. So this is one of the box files. Contains 3 of these. Well, the other 2 are bigger than this, but it's a margin pad, 79 pence. You can't buy one for that these days. And so I used to just take these everywhere with me. I'm very aware about breaking the spine, but I would go out anywhere I went. There was a pad with me. If I was sitting in a park or a cafe, and I saw something that inspired me, then out would come the pen and scribbling away. Some of these are very strange. I mean, look at this one here. I don't know if that's showing up, but so I've obviously come up with a chorus. I thought, well, I'll come up with the verses later on, I guess. I don't know. Maybe this is part of the other one, but I'll read it in any case. I just want to make sure there's a record over here. So, I don't know, I'm going to copyright title. This is called The Other Woman. I know I'm just the other woman in your life. I know you'll never leave your wife for me. So I'll see you when I can. I'll have what little I can. I'm not one to dream for security. This is called Take It If You Want It. I'm so sorry for the pause there, but as I've explained before many a time, so you put a music. But I always get music whenever I read anything, be it a newspaper or, you know, a bus sign. Driving along, you're reading a road sign like, you know, San Fernando 42. So I've just got the music for this come to me just by looking at it, and I'd really love to sing it. But anyway, so take it if you want it. I just saw you, you were laughing, baby, but you don't mean nothing to me now. Saw the person you were standing with, baby, but I don't care about that now. Now I know what your answer is. What once was mine, now it's his. But I can take it now for sure, and I don't need to know anymore. I just saw you, you were moving, baby. You got to stay ahead of the times. Love can be a long sentence, baby. I wish that I could know the crime. I don't think on what you told me. I don't recall I let you hold me. I don't think about where you will go. And if I'm truthful, I don't want to know. Well, take it if you want it. Don't leave anything behind. Can you say for certain all the things you say are true? Don't forget to let it all flow through. I'd love to know how the song ended. I mean, you know, if the fates grant me time, as I said, you know, I might come back to these, and if I can anthologize them, I'll finish them off. The next one is called Nobody Knows How It Feels. Nobody knows how it feels to stand alone with the last odds of the deal, to be out on the line, to be walking the edge of the gorge, leaving no one behind. Someone's always closing the door. Nobody knows how it feels to refuse to compromise on your ideals, to be an island, to be a wall, to have no homeland, to take up the hall. Nobody knows how it feels. Sirens wail as the tires squeal. So frustrating that these are unfinished. A lot of time, I mean, you would just want to get home. And I would would be sitting somewhere, and I remember, well, I'm going into too much details, but there was one instance, oh, Jackie, I'm so sorry, you know, some of the dates are in here later on, and I know who I was with when I wrote the song, you know, and I can remember us being at this public house a couple of miles away, and we'd gone down there. I mean, you're out on a date, I mean, I just didn't think about it at the time, you know. Musicians seldom make for good relationships, really, you know. Our wiring is a little bit different, you know. And, I mean, the fact that I'd taken a notepad and a pen, and so I was sitting there, you know, and, and then I suddenly start writing something. And I just looked and I said, we'd ordered a meal and we were waiting for the meal to come. And I said, I gotta get this down, I gotta get this down. It's got a complex chord structure and I'm gonna lose it. And so we had to quickly bundle into the car, you know. I'll finish my drink. No, you won't. In the car, in the car. The 2 miles through these narrow country lanes. Upstairs into my home studio, plug in and finish the song off there, you know. Ah, dear. And now, in that one anecdote there, you know, I didn't get married until I was 52 years old, people. Not that I've ever been married. Oh, goodness me. Okay, this is called Someone Wipe the Tears from My Heart. Someone please wipe the tears from my eyes. I've just had my heart torn out of me. I don't know how I'm going to pull through. I've got nothing left inside of me. Someone please pull me through this pain. I've lost everything I ever had. I don't think it's gonna come back again. How could something good turn out so bad? Well, I feel like the life has been drained out of me, like I've been nailed upon a cross of, and that's literally where it stops, halfway through the line. Well, I feel like the life's been drained out of me, like I've been nailed upon a cross of insanity. I'm not looking for your pity, but someone please take these tears away from me. Sorry, I'm just putting in some marker words there. The next one is called What Do You Want From Me? What do you want from me? What can I give? Decisions or jewels? Positions or rules? Maybe just somewhere to live. What can you get elsewhere? Is it as good? Commotions or riots? Promotions in quiet? And again, that's where that one ends. And I think that is the lineup. From here on in, they all seem to be complete. How am I doing for time? 13 minutes and 20 seconds. Well, how are you doing for time? That's the most important thing there. I take it that the final third of 1989 did not open well for me. And the next one's called I'm So Empty. It's all gone. There's nothing but the pieces to pick up. Everything is broken. Everything is spent. Please don't ask me where it went. Had it all. Lost the start and cursed the inspiration. It's all busted. It's all loose. Held the aces. Played the deuce. Break the bottles. Let the whole damn something just go, just go to hell. I can't hold it. It's just too high. Like a roller coaster, I'm just getting by. It's all changed. I don't recognize anything that's left. Let it go by. You can keep it. I won't mourn it. Can't defeat it. that's got an interesting structure to it. I kind of like the way that goes. It's all gone. There's nothing but the pieces to pick up. Sorry, I know this is supposed to be a recitation, but I've got quite a nice tune to this in my head. Everything is broken. Everything is bad. Please don't ask me where it went. Had it all. Lost the start and cursed the inspiration. It's all busted, it's all loose. Held the aces. Played the news. Kind of looking at it and hearing the music kind of reminds me of the Beatles, stroke Lennon's Everybody's Got Something to Hide Except for Me and My Monkey. Okay, the next one does not have a title. Oh boy. And it doesn't have a pause for breath either. Okay, I need to come up with a title to copyright it. I should call this Only Her Words. Had a good reason for getting away. I knew she was leaving, might make her stay. Performed like an actor with a painted-on smile, but I could not look at her with my kind of style. Well, I lost the thread, so she threw me down. She left me for dead on unholy ground, smiled as I lay there, then walked away, said you can stay there a month or a day. I was heartbroken, it hurt more than words. No bones were broken, only the curse. Heard the commotions, I feigned surprise. I had a notion, she was speaking lies. Knew what I was doing, knew where to go. Something was brewing, I knew what I know. Had some experience in losing the lot. Was it from fear I wait, or was it from shock? The trees were a-bending, the ground was unploughed. It was all depending on what she'd do now. Took what was on offer, took it, said thanks. I'd do for proper if I had full hands. It's one of those where, I can't keep interrupting this by showing you this, but it's obviously one of those that just came to me in a blinding flash. And you can see my handwriting there. I'm just trying to get the words down as fast as possible. I must have had a pretty good rhythm going along to it. Now the next one, well, you know what I was telling you about how I wrote these in cafes and bars and public houses and everything. So all I've got here is just one page, and it just says she was sitting in a corner, a cigarette in her hand, and that's all there is, you know. So I kind of, in my head, I've got a little vignette now, so I wrote that, you know. So she was sitting in the corner, a cigarette in her hand, pen down, you know, and I just amble over to her table. Oh, hi, can I offer you a light? And my name's Paul. Who knows, maybe there's another song later on in here, like, you know. Whoever you are, the lady that inspired that, don't smoke. Very bad for you, okay? And we don't want to hear about your Auntie Flo that's about 9 day and lived to be 146 years old. Think of all the people that have gone the other end of that average that brings the life expectancy down, okay? Proselytization over. Take it from a dying man. Life is very, very, very precious. The next one does not have a title. It looks to me like it might just have been a chorus and then waiting for the verses to come. Again, I need a title to copyright it. I'm going to call this She Knows. This is one I would love to finish, you know. I can see the potential of this song, you know. I think, oh, why didn't I finish that? I learnt not to do that. George Harrison used to say that the best advice he ever got from John Lennon was, if you start a song, finish it. Always finish it. Never think I'll come back to that. And I mean, I found this out many years later, the quote, but it's a true thing. If you look at anything that I've written in ever since, there's so many lyrics here around this house you cannot imagine. Okay, so on the 15th of January 2023 today I wrote, "As ye sow, so shall ye reap," which is contained in the book. There, Songs of Injustice, folks. And you know, it's been many years since I didn't finish a song, you know, if I just had 3 words to it, you know, and it all came through. In those days, you know, you kind of, but if you're writing about a scenario that you're looking at, you know, in a cafe or something, if I slide over this way, then you can see that book there is called Stories That Rhyme, which is a song anthology, and that one there, which the cover is not showing too well, that's Songs Without Music, which is probably what I would call the best of Paul Murphy. That and Love, which is my anthology of love songs, lyrics and prose works. If I had to take a Paul Murphy lyric book to a desert island with me, that would be the one that I would take. And everyone always says, whenever I say that, people say, well, wouldn't you take poems for your children? I know what you're thinking, but all those are in my heart in any case, and also it's hard enough not seeing one's children every second of one's day, so I would not want to be on a desert island with a book to remind me of them. And I should just interject here, Dylan and Emily, if you ever do get to see this video, and I hope you do. Hi, this is what Daddy was doing on the 30th of April 2023, thinking about you, as ever. Okay, yeah, so I'm just going to call this She Knows. I'm not just going to call it, it's not a bad title actually. You could write a whole song from that, and I probably will do. She knows. She looks at the clock again. The hands seem to move so slow. He's not even here yet, she thinks, and soon it'll be time for him to go. She knows that he's got other commitments. He was honest with her from the start, but she can't help feeling so, and then it stops. So I think it's a pretty good, I'm not one for assumptions, but I think it's a pretty good guess that it was going to go, but she can't help feeling so alone. The room is as empty as her heart. Again, it's writing itself as I just, you know, I'll never know, but it might be because it was originally called Married Woman Blues, and there's another one of my songs, well, I mean, if you go back to video 1, there's a similar song there. It became Only a Woman, and I got criticised for the title by people who didn't know where I was coming from. You've got Only a Woman, that's very demeaning. Yeah, but it's not me saying it, and that is a song about a lady who's in an affair, and the guy comes and, you know, and there's one line that, you know, that says, sums up an affair. It says, "You come here at night, but then you go home." So if you know, the dual meaning, if you know what I mean. And so the lover in that story is the person that is treating this wonderful lady in the song as only a woman, you know, I'll pop in on the way home, and, you know, yes, I've toyed with her emotions and I've got her to fall in love with me and stuff, but, you know, I'm not leaving my wife and my kids for her. And even though it is 34 years later, if you ever do watch this, I won't name you, but you know. If it's for you, you're a bad man. You're a nasty piece of work. Sorry guys, I don't want to go off message here. Okay, for some reason I've left blank page as well. I've got no idea why I would go. I can only assume that when I started writing that preceding one, you know, She Knows, as is now known, that I thought, wow, this is going to run to 2 pages. But the song Only a Woman is the same thematic as that. no idea of knowing where that one goes, but knowing the two from there. The other one is a better piece of work purely because of the conciseness of it. Sometimes you can be, and this is a drawback for a musician, because I never change the words around, maybe the odd syllable here or there, or the odd substitution, shrinkage, contraction maybe, and I never like to change the tune that I'm given as well, because I read them and the tune comes along, and whatever tune I'm given, I don't work it. It's driven band members crazy in the past. Why don't we could, no, this is how it was given to me. Okay, yeah, but I could, then you can write your own song. And I'm so sorry guys, no offence to you, you know, but if you're going to sit there saying, well, write us a song, you know, well, then I was given. And you can sometimes be given too complex a piece of music, that if it's a song that is a message song, you can veer too far away from the main purpose of it. If you're going to get a message across, you know, do not exceed the stated dose. That's nice, short, and concise, yeah, and it's very good advice, you know. It would be our advice to you that not under any circumstances should you even consider the possibility of ever remotely extending the amount of dosage you are contemplating taking at any given point past the parameters of what we expect you to take and dictate that is the stated safety. You know. You see where I'm going with that? And zerdirect reductum. I shall we rock with the zerdirect reductum. You can have the Latin or the biscuit tin, one of the two. The next song is got, my goodness me, that's a very nice, neat handwriting, obviously booked on this one. The next song is called People. Oh, I just put it in here. If I don't get to do this, well, I won't, so simple as that. Bill, or whoever my executors are going to be, that are going to take over my work, take over my work. What's his work? Annoying the neighbours, you know. Feeding the birds. I'm going to fly to them. Where are you off to, Bill? I gotta fly to England and feed Paul's birds. I told you not to cremate him. They could have lived off of him for 6 months. So sorry, my beautiful children might get to watch this one. I need to work out some way to editing that. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I would have liked to have done one of my books where it's just the original handwritten lyrics, and I thought about doing that when this cachet came up through, and it nearly happened with Shadows Behind Soft Words of Love. In that I was in two minds. I think I'd photographed maybe 15 of the lyrics. That's why there's so many handwritten lyrics in the expanded hardback edition. And I know people are looking at the handwritten lyrics. I did it in one book, and then people keep asking me to do more and more of them. And I thought maybe on some of this material I would do that, and I would just photograph the pages of the book and just make an anthology of handwritten lyrics. And you could do 2 editions of it, so to take as an example, Shadows Behind Soft Words of Love, where both exist, because a lot of the original lyrics, I can't find the original handwritten lyrics in Bitter Realities. The songs in it of the album, not just that particular song. So you can have one edition that is the typed up edition. Of course, I have to be around to type it up, of course. And then you'd have one that was just photographs of the handwritten lyrics, because when I do them in the anthologies and the books, or even if they're a song and I sing them, because once you write it down, and then when you're playing the music, and certainly if you do what I do, which is to use the musical instrument as a pronunciation tool, so the number of drummers I've seen in my time, and that, isn't he supposed to be saying something there? Just leaving the gap for dramatic effect, and then hitting the audience with the end of the line, to ram it home and everything. I do hope I finished whatever point I started there. I think I can see that okay, we're on to 29 minutes now, folks, and he's only video for 30 minutes. So the next one is called People. People searching, getting off, got to win, at any cost, got to get it while it's there. Someone owns it, but who cares? Got the victory in the bag, could be under any flag. While the dead might rise from where they lay, mighty empires can fall, but if the truth's in your eyes and the words that you say, you'll be free from it all. People talking, doubling up, drinking from poisoned cups. Eyes are empty, pockets too. Cries of help me coming through. Some will waver, some will sneer. Deep inside, they will fear. Where the dead might rise from where they lay, mighty empires can fall, but if the truth's in your eyes and the words that you say, you'll be free from it all. Oh, it goes on. So sorry. People calling, no reply. Ever wonder or ask why? Something's buzzing in the back. Someone's taking all the flack. In the alleys, by the docks, money paid, guilty cops, shattered oaths, muttered curse. Things are bad, getting worse. While the dead might rise from where they lay, mighty empires can fall. But if the truth's in your eyes and the words that you say, you'll be free from it all. And I'm going to do take 2, because I like that and I didn't like the way I did it, and I'm going to change some of the words around. Okay, so take 2. People. People searching, getting off, got to win at any cost, got to get it while it's there. Someone owns it, but who cares? Got the victory in the bag, could be under any flag. While the dead may rise from where they lay, mighty empires can fall. But if the truth's in your eyes and the words that you say, you'll be free from it all. People talking, doubling up, sipping from poisoned cups. Eyes are empty, pockets too. Cries of help me coming through. Some will waver, some will sneer. Deep inside, they all fear. While the dead may rise from where they lay, mighty empires can fall. But if the truth's in your eyes and the words that you say, you'll be free of it all. People calling, no reply. Ever wonder or ask why? Something's buzzing in the back. Someone's taking all the flack. In the alleys, by the docks, money paid, guilty cops, shattered oaths, muttered curse. Things are bad, getting worse. While the dead may rise from where they lay, mighty empires can fall. But if the truth's in your eyes and the words that you say, you'll be free from it all. Thank you so much for your time, kind friends. Okay, I need to get a drink, and this video is just about to end in about 40 seconds. I've been Paul Murphy, been very kind and generous with your time. I hope you've had something worth listening to in amongst this. If not, I hope you've signed off. I would just point out, if I may, I haven't done this on the other videos, but all these ones don't appear in any of my books, but on the shelf behind me are some of my existing poetry, lyric, song, lyric anthologies. They're all on Amazon. If you care to purchase any of them, I'd be very grateful. I receive not a penny from them. Every cent from my books goes into trust and goes to my children when they hit 18 years old. I've been Paul Murphy. You've been great.